Hello fans, in this video I'm going to be answering the questions you submitted in concerning the upcoming book in the series, In Silent Requiem. And of course, some of the answers I give might seem a bit vague. It's because I want to leave some surprises in. But I have given some spoilers, and so let's get to it. There are going to be a horde of new characters, including a new antagonist to the Grayson family. The family, of course, travels across countries in Europe and trying to find solace, and along the way, they meet a number of diverse vampires. The main characters will be Melissa, David, Ryan, and Effie, and the story is going to be told from their point of views. There will be many key locations in the In Silent Requiem that are completely different from the ones before. England, Scotland, Israel, Slovenia, Turkey, or some of them, Germany. They're going to be the main locations that will be the backdrop of the events that happen in the book. The story, though, travels through many exotic locations, so there'll be a wide variety of cultures, locations, and themes that will appear. The book is scheduled to be released near the end of this year. Fingers crossed. Of course, those who have won advanced copies, and there will be more opportunities to win advanced copies, those will be going out a month to 2 months before the release. Yes, the book will be available for all e-readers, and it will still be able to be read online or on your PC, laptop, MacBook, even on your phone. The book will be available to purchase from Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Smashwords, Kobo, Apple, Sony, and any other online retailer. I will be listing them all when the book is released. And of course, if you want it in print, start bugging those publishers. Keep soliciting to them to pick up this book and put it in print. The reputation of the fans promoting this book is getting more attention from the publishers, and so it's getting there. But we need to yell a little bit louder. Tell them you want it in print. That way, those of you who are waiting for it in print can read it. In the coming months, I'm going to release previews that will feature the new characters that will be in Silent Requiem, and also new characters that will play a key role in the book. And so they will be introduced slowly over a period of time, and that way you can kind of get an idea of how diverse the characters are going to be. Of course, the family is going to return. David, Melissa, Tara-Lee, Willow, and Arwen. Effie, River, and of course Ryan takes on a more prominent role in the book. Some others to return are the vampires of Mayfield, Poltok, Terrace, Malinke, Xavier, and Nadine. There will be a human holocaust by the hands of the vampires around the world, but of course, it's incredibly difficult to exterminate a race. This book does not detail the epic war between the warm bloods and the cold bloods. It is a lawless world now, and even though humans are the target, all races of vampires are in danger from being able to sustain their survival. Well, I'm not wanting to give too much away. I will reveal that Ryan does find love. Several characters, main characters, will not survive by the end of the third book. Yes, In Silent Requiem will take on a more supernatural theme. It will become a more complex story weaved with psychological components and surreal allegories. In Silent Requiem would contain a heightened level of violence and horror. While it will be well balanced with romance, it is going to be a much more formidable time for the world of the vampires and humans alike. And so it's a much more complex story, much more complex world that the vampires live in. Antonio will not return. He really did die. There will be many child vampires that will appear in Silent Requiem. River and Effie are only two of many who will make an appearance. And by far the siblings will be the most civilized among them all. There are a few reasons why In Silent Requiem is taking longer to be released than past books in the series. I am currently working on a crime thriller novel for an agent, one that I hope will open the door to having Sweet Lucidity published as well. I am also working on the website, and it is a massive project because I want it to be a companion to the series, not just a generic holding place to advertise the series. My desire is for In Silent Requiem to be absolutely perfect. And as time has passed, so has the complex storyline, which has only enhanced the progression of the story. Time has made it much better than it would have been if I had just immediately written it and published it. So I am allowing that work as a benefit to make the series the best it can be. As well as to these, I am an artist, and I am continuously working on illustrations for the series, as well as outlines for other books in the series, such as the histories for Andrew, Ryan, and Alicia. All of this creates a complex problem to finding the most productive solution, and coupled with life, it's a learning process, though I promise the wait will be very much worth it. So just bear with me. I just got a lot of things going on at once, and I'm a perfectionist, and so, I want to make sure they're all worth it and enjoyable. There will be plenty of romance in Silent Requiem, as the story is based off the love between Melissa and David. It will continue to see the family through the darkest of days to come for them. Also, new romances will be explored in the book, such as Ryan's romance, and he will discover love. And Effie and River will also come of age to experience love in the book. So there is many opportunities for you romance lovers to enjoy the book as well. So it's got pretty much everything for everyone. As the release approaches, I will be releasing art and trailers and excerpts to build the excitement and make the wait likely less unbearable. Of course, there will be opportunities to win advance copies and prior to the release, so make sure to jump on those when they come about, so you can be one of the lucky ones to get your hands on a copy. There are going to be many villains to test the family's sense of safety and their bond throughout the story. The lines are blurred between species and races. So there's not one main threat to the family. However, as far as antagonists that carry on the story forward, there will be one very formidable vampire that will turn the lives of all the characters on their heads. Well, that's it. That's all you're getting from me about the third book in the series. I hope that was enough to kind of quench your thirst for what to expect. Otherwise, I will be keeping the coming months interesting with releasing more tidbits and previews into the next book. And obviously, you're all excited for it, and so I'm excited to give it to you. Okay, fans, we are on the very last portion of the question and answer series. And this time, these are a few questions that were sent in that really didn't pertain to a specific book, but the future of the series. And so let's get started. After In Silent Requiem, there will be a fourth book that will complete the story of the Grayson family. However, I am planning on writing a book related to the series that covers the history of some of the vampires that were introduced, such as Andrew, Alicia, Ryan, and others who will appear in the last two books of the series, because I guarantee you, you're going to fall in love with some more you're going to want to know more about. The title of the fourth book has not been decided upon yet, but the moment I do decide on a name, I've got several titles in mind, I will be releasing out on the Facebook page first. Yes, several major characters' stories will come to an end in the last two books of the series. Well, you'll just have to wait until the fourth book to find out. The website will still be a major source of information for the series, but it will become part of the series, and definitions of readers interacting with the story and the characters. There will be a compendium to the series, as well as art not seen anywhere else, additional stories, interactive media. It will become as essential to the series as the books are. Yes, I plan to illustrate every single book in the series. I am not going to be introducing any other supernatural characters in the books. The series is going to become vast enough in variety of vampires and cultures that adding other supernatural beings would only really complicate things and really convolute it, you know. I pretty much consider myself a very complicated, convoluted writer as it is, you know, and just adding other supernatural characters and beings, just, yeah, not for sweet lucidity. Well, that pretty much concludes the session of answering fans' questions. I want to thank you all again for your enthusiasm for the series, as well as your support to see it succeed. I am grateful to every single one of you, and remember to share your thoughts of the series with others, and encourage publishers to put it on bookshelves. I know so many of you are waiting to read the series until it comes out in print, and I'm fighting for it to get out to print to you guys because I know you'll love it. And until next time, until we reach 5,000 fans, I'll answer more questions that have come between now and then. So until next time, much love.